Hello Internet, welcome back to Word of the Nerd. This is episode 7. Today we're going to be talking about the long-awaited Captain America 3 Civil War. But first,
let's do nerd news! Ian, what's wrong?
This is what's wrong. This is what's wrong right here. I know I do a lot of Power Ranger news, and this is what they're bringing to the table with the Power Rangers. We already got Elizabeth Banks playing the Enchantress. We got these 5 people playing Team Iron Man. Next thing you know, the Megazord's gonna look like fucking Optimus Prime, and the Tyrannosaurus is gonna look like Grimlock, and the whole fucking movie is already ruined. Fucking Power Rangers.
Next up in your nerd news, the animated adaptation of The Killing Joke has finally got a release date. It's going to come out on August 2nd of this year, the same month the Suicide Squad comes out. So we're going to have a whole month of DC and the Joker, and hopefully, well, not hopefully, I know that The Killing Joke is going to be better than that fucking movie.
Dasher here for Nerd News, and today I'm going to be bringing you Comic Book of the Month. Not just one issue, but I'm going to give you an entire series, and that's going to be Saga. Saga first came out in March of 2012. Since then, they've released 36 issues. For the last 3 years running, it's been one of the best, if not the best, comic book series that's out there. If you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. It's not your typical superhero comic book series. It's a space opera saga, whatever you want to call it. Brian K. Vaughan is the writer. Fiona Staples is the artist on the sticks. It's beautifully written. It follows a character by the name of the Will, who is kind of a mercenary for hire, I guess you could say, and his trusty sidekick, Lying Cat, who only ever says the words lying when somebody's obviously lying. But it's real fun, not campy, not too serious, not too over the top. Great art, great storylines. Definitely check that out if you haven't yet. Saga.
And finally, in your nerd news, goddamn Power Rangers movie's already ruined, so thanks a lot for that, because I don't even want...
No.
We're not doing that anymore, apparently. Okay. Wait till next time, until they come out with more news. Anyway, we're going to be talking about Civil War today. We just found out that the Infinity War saga that they're going to be covering was supposed to be a 2-parter. Not going to be called Infinity War anymore, according to Marvel Studios. They would rather put in a versus something in the title. I think the general consensus on that is... That is dumb. That's a dumb, stupid, dumb idea, dumb. Why would you even... It's called Infinity War. It's how people are going to know what the hell it is.
What are you going to call it? The Mad Titan versus the puny god, the big green fuck? Jesus Christ. Just if it ain't broke, don't try and fix it.
Are you really trying to copy this fucking movie?
Jesus H. Christ. I got it.
Alright, we're back, and we're going to be talking about Captain America 3 Civil War. Now, Dasher, you are fresh out of this theater. You've seen it like...
Not even 30 minutes out.
Yeah, so you're going to start, because your eyes are the freshest, too.
Alright, well, first of all, I want to say, what a fun film.
It was very fun.
Yes, it was.
I loved it.
Fun film.
Yes.
We're gonna, now, before we go any further, we're gonna spoil the shit out of this movie, so if you haven't seen it yet, do not watch this video. I will start off. I love 98% of this movie.
That's a fair amount. Okay.
Yeah, there was, the main thing is is, this was not Civil War. They could have called it Captain America Conflict, and I would have been completely fine with that. What we got on film was not Civil War in any way, shape, form, or fashion. That's my main problem, and it's not even really a problem.
It's not. It
To
really
be perfectly
wasn't.
honest with you.
I was very okay with the way that the story they told, how they spun it, and used Bucky instead of the mutants, because I made it very clear that I didn't think they could do it without the mutants.
Yes.
And they did. It was using Bucky as a central catalyst to split the Avengers apart.
Yeah.
Was a great story.
What my thing is we have not talked about this at all. We talked about it very, very little. I wanted to save it for this episode.
Yeah.
But it was very similar and different to
Fuck
this movie.
you!
And what I loved is that in Captain America, the big fight, it made sense. In this one,
it did not.
Made no sense.
Well, what I'm going to do is, going forward, I'm just going to call this movie Captain America 3. I'm not going to call it Civil War because...
I'm going to call it Civil War.
To me, it was not Civil War. And going back to what you said on our last episode, that what makes a good adaptation, you brought up that you were going to be disappointed if Spider-Man didn't unmask himself. That would have not fit in this movie at all because
And you're right, but
it was not Civil War.
Well, also, it wouldn't have worked because they used Spider-Man
Perfectly.
exactly the right amount.
Yeah, I mean, the way they introduced him was what I think we all can agree on needed to happen. We didn't need the Uncle Ben backstory, for God's sakes.
Thank you.
We
for
did-
not,
thank you.
Thank you for not doing this movies.
We didn't need a Spider-Man origin. What we got was perfect. He was already established in Queens.
Yes.
People knew who he was. Tony
And he was still
Stark.
brand new.
He was still brand new.
Yeah.
Tony Stark's the only person who knows his true identity, which I'm totally okay with.
Yes.
And they used him exactly how they needed to use him for this movie.
Yeah, kind of like a mercenary.
Yeah, the way they slided him into the story was excellent. I had no problems with Spider-Man whatsoever. None.
And-
Zero.
Spider-Man was completely outshined by the one character I was more excited about than him, and that's fucking Black Panther.
T'Challa.
T'Challa was
Dude,
badass.
he owned every scene he was in, whether he had the mask on or not.
And we'll go to that next. Favorite parts of the movie. And as I was talking to Seth before you got here, touched on it very little, and I didn't tell him who I was talking about. There was one character in this movie, to me, that it was my favorite part of the film, and it was completely not who I was going to expect it to be coming into the movie. Coming into the movie, I figured either, for me, Spider-Man or T'Challa was going to steal the show. Not the case. With that being said, I'll go last on this one.
Okay.
Favorite part of the film.
What, you gonna build me up like
I
that?
am. I'm gonna build you up.
Okay.
I'm gonna build you up like BVS and then let you down.
Yeah, just rub the clit and walk away, go to the bathroom.
Leave you wet.
What was the question?
Favorite part of the movie?
My favorite part of the movie was, I honestly think, and it might be cliche, and you might have to come back for me, but my favorite part was the airport fight. I loved it.
Yeah.
It was not too drawn out. It was not too short.
Nope.
It was. It covered everybody
It could have,
perfectly.
like Seth said the other night when I was talking to him at the bar without giving too much away, he didn't give much away at all. But like he said at the bar the other night, it could have went on for 15 more
It
minutes.
could
That was
have,
fine.
because everyone got their moment to shine in that
Yes.
fight, and I love seeing that.
And I said I was going to go last, but I'll cut it right now. And that brings me, you said everybody got their chance to shine. That brings me to my favorite part of
I think I know who it is. Can I-
Giant Man.
Ah!
Giant
I
Man.
knew you were gonna say that.
I loved it. They played it. I was like, all right, Ant-Man's gonna be in this movie. What the fuck are they gonna be able to do with Ant-Man in this movie? What they did with Ant-Man worked perfectly.
Yes.
It did.
When Ant-Man first came out, the movie was like, at what point in time are they gonna bring in Giant Man, if at all? And the way they introduced him in this film was,
And it was great because they did,
Yes.
because they're on opposite teams.
Yes.
They did the same thing they did with Spider-Man.
Yeah.
He's only here for this, and
Yeah.
then he's gonna go away.
Yeah.
But they used him so perfectly.
he fit perfectly in that fight scene.
And then also you've got Spider-Man swinging around. Hey, you guys see Empire Strikes Back? They're going after the giant robot.
How old is this kid?
Does he ever stop talking?
Yeah.
And also,
I didn't carpet dig him, I don't know for sure.
yes, that was awesome.
But Giant Man, that was
And then you've got
my
Tony
favorite.
Stark.
Yeah.
Once he grows, does anybody on our side have any abilities they're not showing right now? Because
No.
that'd be the great time to do that.
The way they fit Giant Man into this movie was excellent. I loved it. Favorite part of the film. And that surprised even me. Because I've never been a huge Ant-Man or Giant Man fan. But to see that happen on screen the way it happened, dude, I couldn't say enough about it.
My favorite part was probably Spider-Man. I had the most fun watching him go. He moved well. He was sarcastic. He was funny. It's like he just leapt off the page.
Yeah, Tom Holland sold me a few parts.
Yes, he absolutely did.
Two characters that I had not serious issues with, but I had reservations about when they were announced. Tom Holland as Spider-Man sold me.
Yeah.
Chadwick Boseman as T'Challa sold me.
Yes.
He was not even in my top 5 choices to play T'Challa. When they announced him, I was like, I don't know if this guy's going to be able to pull it off or not.
Hey,
totally sold me.
Way to trick us on that one.
Yeah.
What a great arc for Black Panther.
Yeah, I loved it.
Yes.
I loved it.
One thing that I did not like, and I've been saying it ever since we got out of the movie, fucking Aunt May. Fucking Aunt May. Are you kidding me?
Marissa Tomei.
Mind it, dude.
Marissa
I know she's in the movie for what? 20 seconds?
That was
But
enough for me.
still, come on. Marissa Tomei.
That was enough for me to cop wood.
I don't need Iron Man hitting on her. She's not supposed to be hit onable.
Every time I see her, I have flashbacks of her scene in The Wrestler, and I just can't look at Marissa Tomei ever the same because all I see is titties. But anyway, back to that. And I'll tell you another character that at the start of the movie I thought made 0 sense being in there whatsoever, but at the end of the movie, I actually applauded because it made perfect sense. That was Baron Zemo.
Really?
Yeah, I thought. I mean, Baron Zemo. They saved the purple suit, which I hated that they didn't have him in the purple suit.
I waved that off. I waved that off.
I waved it off because that was Baron Zemo to the T. The masterminding, the playing people against each other. Mm-hmm. Was he an agent of Hydra? No. Can I look past that? Absolutely.
Sure.
Because he was out to serve his own purpose.
And he's not dead, so maybe he'll get recruited by Hydra.
We haven't seen the last of Baron Zemo, I'm sure. But I thought he was a perfect fit for the movie.
One thing I couldn't stop laughing at, it's not that his character was good or bad, I couldn't stop laughing at Martin Freeman's American accent.
Yes, yes.
I'm like, oh my god, they got Martin Freeman as an American.
Yeah.
And it was so obvious he was struggling with it the whole movie.
Yeah.
He's very British.
Yes,
Yeah, he's
very much
British.
so. If you don't know who I'm talking about, he plays John Watson in Sherlock. He was the guy in charge.
He was also Bilbo Baggins in The Hobbit.
Yes,
Yep.
you'd recognize him in the film. It's just amazing how bad his American accent gets.
And that took me out of the movie for a second because
Right?
I was just like, why couldn't he just have an English
Just
accent?
give him a British accent. Agent Carter had one. Fuck her.
Yeah. Rest in peace.
Yes.
I like how they brought Thunderbolt Ross back into the fold.
That made me wonder, are they going to give us a Red Hulk at this point? Because you give us back Ross, so at what point are we going to get Red Hulk?
I would love to see that. Another character that I touched with Seth that was in the movie for a very brief amount of time, but I thought that was played perfectly because I've never seen Crossbones as a main villain for a Marvel movie.
He really isn't.
I don't think they can make a full movie with him as a villain. The way that they put him in the movie for just the brief amount of time he was
Just
in there,
that opening scene, it was
served
great.
its purpose.
Yes.
It served the Crossbone purpose. I got my Crossbone fix. I'm good. We can move on from him.
I loved how his involvement in the script was it was very minimalist and
but it packed a punch all at the same time.
It did because the conflict that he arose
Started this whole movie.
Yeah.
it did, and you kind of forget about it until he shows up again. You're like, oh yeah, that's going on.
Yeah.
And because you're so invested in what's going on between Tony and Cap.
Right.
And you know, Cap sticking by his friend, which is totally Steve Rogers.
Oh yeah.
And when especially at the end of the movie when the big reveal happens, that was Tony's parents that he killed in the car wreck. Oh my god!
Yeah, that
Did not see that coming.
I did not see
I
that
didn't
coming.
either. I didn't see
And
it
bravo for that.
Yeah, that was great.
Because that's a great way. Because I was wondering, when is he going to fight those two? He's going to apologize. Oh.
Yeah. Fuck. And then he proceeds to beat the fuck out of the both of them. I mean, Tony Stark's on that fight. Let's be really honest here.
There were times when you know he wasn't, but he was always coming back.
Yeah,
Especially when he hit him with the unibeam.
Oh yeah.
And his arm just flew off. I'm like, shit. This fight's over.
Yeah,
this fight's over.
One thing I did not like about that sequence was, and it's not that I didn't like it, it's just that it really didn't feel like Tony Stark to me was at the end when Rogers sends him the package delivered by none other than Stan Lee.
Tony Stank.
Tony Stank. And, you know, you got Rogers giving his little speech and Stark sitting there looking at the cell phone like, you know what, I think I'm going to find him. No, Tony Stark doesn't, he would not that easy. Not that easy.
Well, they really didn't give a finality to that to.
But it led you to believe that he was like going to, all right, you know, we'll mend broken fences. What happened. Wasn't his fault. He kept it from me. Oh well, no, I don't know.
They'll mend fences when there's another catastrophe.
Yeah, that's not Tony Stark.
That's
I
fine.
don't really care how they played the ending out like that, but I mean, it is what it is.
But speaking of Tony Stark, that performance that
RDJ, that was awesome. Oh yeah, that was great.
He was on another level in this movie.
RDJ took it to stage 3.
Yeah, he took some acting steroids.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
that was not the Tony Stark that we're used to, and that's not the Tony Stark in Civil War.
No.
And that's fine, because Tony Stark in Civil War, very, very serious character.
Yeah.
And he's a serious character in this one also. I mean, he has his one-liners when it's necessary.
Oh, of course, it's RDJ.
But that one moment where he's like, it wasn't him, he didn't know what he was doing. I don't care.
I don't care.
He killed my mom.
Yeah, he killed my. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
When he asked Rogers, "Did you know?" and he's, "Well, don't give me that shit. Did you know?"
Yeah. Yeah.
It's,
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, right on.
Yeah.
Where's the Oscar nomination?
Right.
Yeah. Really.
Let's something I was talking to Seth about earlier. As far as character staying true to characters, as far as specifically their skill sets and powers are concerned, I think this movie hit the nail on the head with 2 characters in particular, and that one is Vision.
Vision. Yes.
I mean, you got to see just a little bit of a glimpse of how much of a beast he can be.
Finally seeing him
The interchangeability,
portrayed correctly.
the phasing.
And also,
film.
and not to mention,
great.
you can see he's starting to develop affections for Wanda.
Which is straight out of the comic, and that's number 2, Wanda. Scarlet Witch. You got to see a glimpse of just how much of a badass she can be. I see her being a total beast going forward in Marvel.
That was one of my favorite lines in the movie when fucking Arrowman's fighting
Hawkeye?
Hawkeye.
Yeah.
Arrow Man?
who completely came out of nowhere in this movie.
He did.
Yeah.
I mean,
He did.
completely came out of nowhere.
But
It had to
when
be
he
there
says,
somewhere.
when he says, "Clinch, you can't overpower me." Yeah, but she can.
But like I was telling Seth before you got here, I'm so glad that Fox didn't get the rights to Scarlet Witch, because let's be honest, if Fox had her rights, she would be a one and done X-Men film.
Just like Quicksilver.
Just like Quicksilver. Marvel's got the ability to do so much with her, and I think they are. I think in the Infinity whatever movies they're calling them now, I think she's gonna play a huge role.
And she actually shined in this movie to the point where I don't care that she's not Magneto's daughter. I mean, she did a good job, and I just ignored. That was in the back of my head. Didn't think about it once during the movie.
And I completely forgot she was an Olsen triplet.
I know, but
I completely
one thing that
forgot.
did take me out of the movie is I'm sitting there, Seth's got a girl next to him, and I'm sitting there by myself, sitting next to Seth. I'm like, she is way too hot. Like, that's distracting the hell out of me.
Yeah, she's like, Mary Kay and Ashley are definitely the ugly ducklings of that family, because, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Elizabeth,
Hey, how you doing?
yeah,
What's up?
call us. We'll do an interview.
You like comedy? Anyway, I want to talk about we've been talking about characters that just shine, and the weakest character to me was Bucky.
Oh yeah.
He was a rock.
That was to be expected.
Yeah,
That was to be expected.
He was a vessel for the plot. That's
Yeah.
all
he
he was.
had the
That's all it
same
was.
look on his face the whole movie.
Yeah. I mean, and I can understand that because he's technically, his mind's been made to
Dirt.
mincemeat.
Yeah.
So he
But,
doesn't. He
well-
really doesn't know which way is up or which way is down at this point.
But that's the thing, though. They could have really delved into that inner struggle
Yeah.
that he should have been having.
Yeah.
Because at one point, doesn't he tell Tony Stark at the end, "I remember them all"?
Yeah.
Yeah. So why isn't he struggling?
Tony's gonna be the hell like, do you even remember my mom? He's like, I remember them all.
Yeah.
And so I mean, that was actually a pretty badass line, to be honest
It
with
was,
you. Yeah.
but just there was nothing with him. He was like Steve did all the heavy lifting in that relationship.
Yeah, no doubt. I thought Clarence played Falcon good again.
Yes,
Um,
he did.
He was a lot of fun.
Fuck Cranbrook, but Falcon, excellent job of the movie.
I don't even think we could touch on Rhodey because he was just there.
I like Shandle as Rhodey.
But yeah, but like I said, his character was just there.
Yeah,
just to be this. He was basically Tony Stark's Bucky. He's like, yeah, I'm just.
He's Tony Stark's sidekick, no doubt about that. I thought they killed him for about 5 seconds.
I did too.
I thought he was done, and I was like, damn. Because we're going to at some point in time, especially when they start going into the Infinity whatever they're calling it now, characters are going to die.
Oh yeah, a lot of them.
Avengers are going to die.
Yeah.
I mean, so I don't know who yet, but they're not all going to be there after that series is done.
No, they won't.
I did see this one meme that was hilarious because what if Civil War had ended like this movie? What? Your best friend's name's James? My best friend's name's James.
Yeah.
That's so awesome.
Yeah. No.
Must save James.
Yeah. But going back to T'Challa, I mean, that was just I can't wait for the standalone movie.
Oh no, dude, Wakanda looked just like it did in the comic.
Yeah, I mean, it was
Wakanda gets
awesome.
there, and it's so
The giant panther statue.
Yeah, it's so technologically advanced, and then you look out the window, and it's just a fucking jungle. I'm like, that's Wakanda.
Yeah, I mean,
thank you.
yeah.
Because you keep hearing about it, and it looks like Iraq or something. I'm like, no, that was Wakanda.
Yeah, I mean, it was just. I can't wait for his movie to come out.
I thought about it after the movie. The guy who played T'Chaka, I was picturing James Earl Jones in that role the entire time. Like, why couldn't they get him?
Yeah, no kidding.
That would have been awesome.
You have expected Eddie Murphy to pop out. The royal penis is clean.
Oh wow.
No.
You brought that into it.
But I didn't recognize the
Sweat
guy.
from a baboon's balls.
I didn't recognize the guy that played T'Chaka. He was in the only other movie I've ever seen him in was A Ghost in the Darkness, way back in the day.
I got nothing.
Oh, dude, it's about 2 killer lions. It's a true story. But anyway, so yeah, back in this movie, you got the character development of Vision and Scarlet Witch and their budding romance. Because Vision, I mean, that's the reason why I thought Rhodey was getting done in, because Vision
Was distracted. He's like, you never get distracted.
I know. Yeah, I mean, he pretty much took out War Machine with a single shot from, I don't know what this is on my forehead. We all know what that is on his forehead.
The Mind Stone.
It's the Mind Stone. And something tells me before it's all said and done, Thanos is going to snatch it
Gonna
right
snatch that right out of his head, yes.
Yeah.
Just like all the other stones, you know, Doctor Strange gonna have one of them.
Yeah.
Which two are left?
The Soul Gem is one of them,
Yeah.
and I don't remember.
Yeah, we'll have to get into that at some point in time.
Isn't it the Tesseract's teleportation?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the time travel one, isn't it? Is that the one that's left?
I think so.
You know what? Here they are.
Yeah.
These two are the ones that are left.
And not the shitty little meme that's going around that's like matching them up with every movie, which is completely incorrect. We're going to give it the actual stones as they're going to be presented. So, but, well, I mean, damn, we just covered a lot in a short period of time.
And considering how long this movie actually was.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because we saw this movie at 10:15. I didn't get home till 1:30.
Yeah.
I woke up the next morning.
Oh!
Yeah.
Worth it.
Worth
Yeah.
it, totally. And that's speaking to the film's length. The movie was paced perfectly.
Yeah,
It never dragged, and it kept you invested. It kept you going, and not only was and tonally it was spot on.
There was never really a dull moment per se.
No.
Like I told Seth when I first got here today, I went in knowing it was going to be a 3-hour movie. It didn't seem like a 3-hour movie at all.
It did when it was getting to be 1 o'clock in the morning, and I'm like, fuck, I gotta work tomorrow.
Yeah, my ass didn't get numb with the seat not one time. I mean, it just seemed to fly by. I could have watched another 30 minutes of it, to be perfectly honest.
And it all been in that airport fight.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That airport fight scene is probably the best fight scene Marvel's put on screen yet.
So far, yeah.
Yeah,
Because think about it. You got Iron Man 1, not really a fight there.
No.
We fly up into the air, we fly down, Pepper hits the button, boom,
That's it.
over.
That's it.
What else do we got? Iron Man 2, we got Whiplash.
Yeah, Captain America.
Fuck Whiplash.
Captain America's first 2 movies had some decent fight scenes,
Yes.
but nothing on this scale.
Uh-uh.
No,
I mean,
no,
this
no,
was
no.
this.
Thor 2 had a decent fight scene at the end, but
Yeah.
for the life of me, I had no idea what was going on.
I'll explain it. They're still coming. They're not stopping.
Well, the thing about the fights in this movie, not only did they look good,
Yeah.
there were stakes involved with every one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah.
No one was just fighting for the sake of fighting.
No.
Yeah. And we weren't fighting to save Martha.
No.
Stupid.
And I mean, everybody got their ass whipped at some point in time during that.
Oh
fight.
yeah. Nobody owned the
Anybody,
fight,
yeah.
except for maybe T'Challa. I mean, he owned every fight he was in.
Ooh.
Yeah,
And
or even
that goddamn chase scene.
yes.
Ooh.
Yeah, that was sick. That was
And
sick.
before that, the stairwell scene.
Yeah.
They were fighting all the military.
Yeah.
That was good. Just every single fight was just. I'm looking for a different word than perfect, but I can't think of one.
Extraordinary.
Yeah, they looked great.
Yeah.
The effects were very well done because my God, they got ALM now.
Yeah.
And not a whole lot of it could I tell. I mean, there were some parts that I could tell were fake, and that's probably because I was watching it in 3D.
Well, Giant Man also.
Yeah.
That looked pretty.
But
pretty cheesy.
it was good cheesy.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's, I mean, him ripping the wings off an airplane and going and throwing them at people, and I mean, just him swatting at Spider-Man, and it was awesome.
I have one negative thing to say about this movie. I'm not gonna call them out by name, but the movie theater that we went to, fuck you. Fuck you.
Yes.
Okay? Because we paid money to see it in IMAX, not IMAX 3D. We get there, they're like, oh, we changed it to 3D, here's your glasses, no charge. I don't want the glasses. I had a headache for 2 hours of the goddamn movie.
Yeah. Can I pay more money to not watch it in 3D?
And they're like, it's digital. What'd you do? Click on the wrong file?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm glad I didn't have to watch it.
Yeah, I looked specifically, and there was one showing on their website, and I looked specifically for that time, made sure that's the one I bought, and they still put my ass in 3D.
Yeah, that sucks.
And it was horrible. I seriously walked out of that theater with a headache, but I was happy that, it was a great movie. I'm like, God damn, my head hurts.
There was a certain point that, during some of the dialogue scenes, I had to close my eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Because
they're just talking. I don't need to see
I just need to hear it. I just, to close my eyes for a second, and yeah.
All right, expectation-wise, did it meet, exceed, fall short?
Exceeded, absolutely. Because
Exceeded.
We've talked about it before. We had no idea where this movie was going to go. Was it going to go up? Was it going to go down on our expectations? I walked in the movie expecting it to be fun.
Yeah.
It was going to be fun. Did I expect to love it? Not really.
Yeah.
Did I expect it to be better than this? Absolutely.
Yeah, it was leaps and bounds.
This was the best trailer for Civil War. We talked about that.
Yeah. Like I told Seth earlier, fresh out of the movie, not even an hour out of the movie now, I will say it was definitely better than Age of Ultron.
Yes.
As good as Avengers 1. And the only reason why I say that is Avengers 1 is that was the bar setter for where we're at
That really
right now.
was. And I disagree. Go. I'll tell you in a minute.
All right. Well,
I lost it.
Okay.
I'll finish what I was saying. I'll put it now upon a second viewing. I very well may put it above Avengers 1, but as of right now, it is as good as Avengers 1.
And see, the one movie that they made that was better than Avengers to me was Cap 2.
Cap 2 was a better film. I agree with you on that.
Yeah.
Now I want to ask. This is the third Captain America movie. Was it better than Cap 2 for you guys?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, because it was for me as well. I mean, these movies just keep getting better.
Yeah.
Iron Man got worse.
Yeah, Captain, that's one thing I will say.
Thor, they just kind of stay the same. I hate them all.
Yes, that's one thing I will say. The Captain America movies are, I'm not going to say they're carrying the Marvel franchise, but they're the flagship.
Yeah.
They definitely are.
Yeah.
I mean, as far as character-wise, Iron Man is carrying the franchise.
Yeah.
That's why they pay him more money than everyone else.
Exactly. But movie-wise...
Movie-wise, yes. This is their definitely flagship.
And like I said, I mean, I'm going to call it Captain America 3 because it just...
Well, it is.
It was, but
it is. Civil War.
It wasn't Civil War for me. I mean, technically that's what it's titled. It's Civil War and title alone. That's the way I look at it. Because, I mean, it had really no aspects of Civil War at all other than the conflict between Tony and Captain America, specifically just those two.
Well,
And
see,
even
the way it was written, though, that's perfectly fine with me.
Yeah.
Because the script was just so good.
Yeah.
I didn't care that the mutants weren't there anymore. I didn't care that Peter didn't unmask himself. I didn't care about any of that.
Because none of that was fit.
the story they told was perfect for the MCU. It stayed true to the characters involved in the movies.
Yeah.
It stayed true to the continuity of the other films. using Bucky as the central force, like I said earlier, to tear them apart was great.
I guess where, and it doesn't really even upset me, I guess where I'm kind of hesitant to accept it as Civil War is because we all know eventually, it might be 5-10 years down the road, but eventually Marvel's going to get the rights to the mutants back.
Eventually.
This closes a door on an actual Civil War storyline.
Well, the Russos have already they stated earlier, I think it was earlier in the week, that they want Wolverine in the MCU, and they're really contemplating a Black Widow movie.
Yeah.
So they're good. I don't want a Black Widow movie, but I don't care about her.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, she's
female Jason Bourne, and we have movies like that.
She's Scarlett Johansson. God knows I love seeing her on screen, but is she going to carry a whole comic book movie? I don't see that happening.
And we've already got a whole lot of female standalone ass kicker movies. I mean, think about it: Eon Flux, Underworld, all kinds of shit.
Yeah, Flux was not a kick-ass movie. Take that back.
I said kick-ass female. I mean, she was kicking ass. It was a bad movie, but she kicked ass.
All right. But I mean, and that's my only gripe is they basically closed the door on an actual Civil War movie being made.
They did, yeah. That door is locked.
That door is locked. We're never going to see the mutants in the Civil War movie now, ever.
Which is unfortunate, but I mean,
Whatever.
hopefully driving forward,
But
they give us Spider-Man.
We still may have the chance to see Wanda say no more mutants, and that to me is going to be just as good.
That's the thing, though. You say it's locked and done. It really isn't, because they didn't say that the Superhero Registration Act was off the table. It's still there.
They didn't even call
Captain America and his new friends.
They didn't even call it the Superhero.
No, what do they call it?
What's the name of the country that they destroyed in Ultron?
God damn it.
Sokovia?
Sokovia.
The Sokovia Act or some shit like that.
Yeah.
It wasn't even the Superhero or Mutant Registration Act. It was something completely different.
And all that was you basically work for the UN. You know, they didn't even say you have to fill out your real name. You don't have to. They didn't say any of that.
Yeah.
Which again, I mean, none of that was Civil War.
It wasn't, and that did take a little weight out of it. I didn't want to see that conflict of we have to tell people. Well, in this movie anyway, everyone knows who they really are already.
Most of them.
Yeah. They are. Everybody already knows who Steve Rogers is. Everybody already knows who Tony Stark is.
Everybody knows who, even though they weren't in the movie. Everybody knows who Thor and Hulk is. They know Bruce Banner's Hulk. They know Thor's a god from
Asgard.
Yeah, Asgard. They don't know who Spider-Man is.
They don't. They
don't need to know it.
They wouldn't have known who Black Panther was until he took off his mask in front of God and everybody.
Yeah, which he didn't get. He gave 0 fucks.
No.
Yeah, I'm in charge. I'm the king.
Yeah, he's like, I'm the warrior king. Stop me if you want to.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
I love that.
It's like
Hawkeye. We have a bet. I'm Clint. I don't care.
I don't care. Yeah. And at the very end, when they're putting Bucky back in cryostasis, and Steve's like, they found out he's here. They're gonna come. He's like,
let him try.
Let him try.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wakanda, never been conquered. Let him try.
Not in ever.
Yeah, bring it, bitch. Bring it. Not even the Skrulls
And what I look forward
can
to
conquer Wakanda.
What I look forward to moving forward is Black Panther, because I'm more interested in the politics of Wakanda.
Yeah.
If you've ever read a Black Panther comic book, they have the cure for cancer and they refuse to share it.
Yeah.
Why? They are so much better than the rest of the world. Explore that. Not like this movie does with politics.
Yeah.
Give us better politics.
Yeah.
Because I've always been fascinated by Wakanda itself.
Yeah, and well, it's like T'Chaka said before he died in the movie, he was like, we have the leading source of vibranium, you're not getting any more of it.
Yeah.
You stole what you have. You're not getting shit. I mean, come take it if you want to.
Because you took it and you abused it and you destroyed fucking countries.
Yeah, and you killed our people in Nigeria.
Yeah.
So, you're done. And you also don't get our cure for anything, because also Black Panther immune to all poisons and diseases on the planet.
Yeah. Can run 50 miles an hour, as showed in the chase scene in this movie.
Yes.
By
Master martial artist, ruler of a nation.
I mean, you name it.
It's gonna be a great movie if they don't fuck it up.
He is.
Master of any film.
He is Batman and Tony Stark combined into one character.
As a black guy.
That's who T'Challa is. He is Batman and Tony Stark as one.
Yeah, because he also does have a PhD in engineering or something.
And I don't care what any of you fanboys say, prep time or not, Black Panther owns Batman 10 times out of 10.
His suit alone.
10 times out of 10.
The suit alone.
10 times. Argue it all you want to. I don't give a shit.
And also,
no argument that you can make that's going to convince me otherwise.
he's also richer than Batman.
By
He's
far.
richer than Tony Stark. I mean,
He's richer than anyone in fiction.
He's richer than Batman and
except
Tony
Scrooge
Stark.
McDuck.
Yeah.
That's been proven, by the way.
He's richer than Batman and Tony Stark combined. Alright?
By a lot.
By a lot. So, miss me with the Batman comedian with prep time. No, he cannot.
I look forward to your comments.
Yeah, please comment. Try, say something I'll like.
Let them try.
But I think we pretty much just covered the whole movie.
I
Unless you got
have
something else.
one little thing that I did not like, and it was at the very end. It was the Spider-Man hint after the credits.
Oh, yeah.
That was weak.
That was kind of weak.
See, the first cutscene at the end,
Made sense.
it was fine. You got to see Wakanda, Black Panther, like, oh shit, he's coming.
Yeah.
And then you get Spider-Man
Laid in bed.
laid in bed. We already know.
Playing with a
You-
laser ring.
You don't have to show us that he's coming because he's already in the movie. We already know there's gonna be a Black Panther, but we just got to see Wakanda. What did we get to see with the Spider-Man thing? Nothing.
Yeah.
You made me sit through the whole thing, and this was a long movie. There were a lot of credits.
Yes. Yeah. I could
I should
have.
have looked at this camera.
They could have given us something else other than Spider-Man sitting in bed playing with a lantern ring.
Thank you.
Looking at his logo on
It was his logo. That's it. Oh yeah. Oh fuck.
Yeah.
I mean, it could have shown him swinging out of his room to go stop a crime or something. That would have been cool.
Yeah, I mean that'd been great with him having a little 5-second fight scene with like Vulture or Green Goblin or somebody, but no,
Or just stopping a random robbery. Who cares?
chilling in
in bed. Oh,
chilling
look
in
at
the
that.
bed, post jack off. I mean, just
Might as well have been.
yeah. But anyway,
Okay, one more thing looking forward to. Who do you want to see in this new Spider-Man? We've had
Villain?
No. I'm talking about love interest.
Oh God. You know what? Don't give me one.
Yeah,
I don't need one.
Yeah, I'll be fine without one.
Don't give me one.
Just like I'm fine without Uncle Ben, I'm fine without a love interest.
Yeah.
They're gonna give us a little
But
bit
if
of
you're gonna give me one, give me Gwen.
I was gonna say Mary Jane Watson.
Yeah.
I don't care. I just don't care.
I don't either.
No.
Don't take me out of the movie with this "I love you" bullshit.
Yeah.
I mean, he's 16.
We get it.
He's 16 for fuck's sake. He'll be what, 18 when his movie comes out?
Maybe.
Maybe. I mean, he's graduated high school already.
Yeah.
Well, of course, they're gonna flash back to like 5 minutes after this movie ends.
No, they're gonna flash back to right when Uncle Ben dies. A lot.
If I see Uncle Ben die in a Spider-Man movie again, I'm gonna kick puppies and choke kittens. I can't handle that no more. But
These
anyway,
puppies with kittens. It's weird.
yeah. Next movie, what? Apocalypse?
I don't even.
Yes.
I was excited for Apocalypse until I saw
man.
this, and I just don't see any way that Apocalypse can live up to this.
I'm still not excited about Apocalypse. No, the next one, I think, is Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, we have.
No, that's June.
Yeah.
Okay.
When's X-Men?
March 27 or May 27th.
Okay.
You got X-Men, you got Ninja Turtles, you got
Suicide Squad. Doctor Strange.
Independence Day. Independence Day Resurgence, which, I mean, we got to do something on that because
Yeah, we do.
that's a huge movie right there.
Pretty much listing our lineup right now.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Then we got Suicide Squad.
The Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange.
Trying to think
Rogue
of-
One.
Rogue One. Yes.
Thor 3.
That's coming out this year?
No, that's next year.
Is it next year?
Yeah.
Okay. Which the more I see of the Rogue One trailer, they showed it in the previews before. I mean, I'm
We didn't
excited.
see it.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
No, we didn't see the Rogue One trailer.
No,
Yeah.
we did see Independence Day though, and it's the same one that we've seen forever. So until they come out with another one, I'm just as excited.
Yeah.
Not right here.
Because, I mean, it's Independence Day. I mean, I was.
Not right here. I said it when they first announced it back in like 2010.
Yeah.
Why?
I was.
That's like making Matrix sequels.
Yeah. I was sitting front row July 4th, 1996, me and Miles Mason watching that movie, and I'm stoked for it.
You keep showing your age. I keep forgetting how old you are.
I'm ancient.
Anyway.
Father Time.
Yeah, no kidding.
Grandpa Chuck Dickens.
You'll be both.
But, yeah, I think we covered everything we got to cover, guys. So,
Y'all got any final thoughts on the film, or?
loved it. Loved it.
I'm really excited to see it again, just to see if if my opinion changes at all, or if it just stays exactly the same. Because I'm right up here on this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I walked out of that movie on a high.
It could have been because you were with a chick and you were cuddling all the time,
It did show.
which doesn't happen a whole lot.
It did show me one thing with the big airport fight scene. It did show me that they will be able to pull off a huge 160-something person fight scene in the Infinity series.
Hopefully so.
Yeah, because
That fight scene alone, though, with all those characters, that's going to cost a lot of money. So be
Oh,
sure
yeah.
to go see that movie at least 3 times so they make their money back.
yeah. I mean, you got to figure we're getting 6 hours worth of Infinity something movies because you know each one's going to be about 3 hours long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're going to have to use every single bit of it to get all those characters on screen.
And one of the movies I'm not looking forward to reviewing is fucking Power Rangers.
Until
Give me that
next
shit.
time,
Fuck you.
I'm Matt Dasher.
Fucking Rita Repulsa ass looking mother.
I'm Seth Rebel.
That's Ian Mazzingale. Titties.
I'm sorry, I grew up in the 90s. That was my shit. Like, you guys are older than I am. That was my shit. This hits me.
I still watch Power Rangers.
Here. It hurts me right
Now
here.
you know how I feel when Michael.
In my chest, that movie's gonna piss me off.
Now you know how I feel when Michael Bay came out with Transformers.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
I do a little bit.
And
And then we
just,
took it out.
just a little tidbit as far as raping your childhood right in the face. In case you didn't know, the new Ghostbuster trailer that came out, it's the most unlike trailer in YouTube history, so that gives you an idea.
Wait until the Power Rangers trailer comes out. Ghostbusters go fuck itself.
Yeah.
I'm Ian Massengale,
That's
titties.
Dasher Beer.
Seth Rebel and